Good night, good night. It's time for us to say good night with CJ and Cori. Bum bum.
Good night, sunshine. Good night, sunshine, making way for the moon. You'll go away just for now, but I know you'll be back soon. Good night, sunshine, you've been shining all day long. I know that you'll be back, but I'll miss you while you're gone. Good night, sunshine, although we love your light, I know I need the darkness so we can sleep tight. Good night, sunshine, thank you for all that you do. The stars light the night sky, but they're not as bright as you. Good night, sunshine, until the morning when we meet again, and you'll shine your rays of light on me and all my family and friends. The world around you is getting dark. The sky above like a twinkling work of art. Your cozy bed is calling your head. Trade in your play for dreams instead. Your eyes will close, but your ears will hear soft lullabies over sweet lo-fi beats. Bedtime tea. A soft whistle blows to say that it's done. Mommy grabs one mug and then another one. Just a dollop of honey she stirs right on in. Not too much, sweetheart, just a little to sweeten. She says chamomile or lavender are just right at night, but I don't care which as long as we snuggle up tight. She hums as she enjoys her very first sip. I blow mine to cool down before I join in. This time is special just for her and I. We listen to sweet songs and she winks as I catch her eye. I try to stay awake as long as I can, but before I know it, she's lifting me upstairs to kiss me goodnight and tuck me in.
Another long day is through. Lucky to spend my days with you. We get to laugh and play all day. Then I guess it's tuck you in and say good night, my baby. See you in the morning. See you in the morning when you wake up. No day is quite like the last. Just know that with each one that passes, that I'll be there holding your hand. Then in the evening I say once again, ooh, but you're a night, my baby. See you in the morning when you wake up. Good night, my baby. See you in the morning when you wake up. Good night, baby. Good night, mommy.
Cory's pink rain boots. Once upon a time, in a charming little town, there was a lively little girl named Cory. She had a pair of bright pink rain boots that she adored more than anything. Those boots were her trusty companions on all her adventures, rain or shine. One day, as the sun played hide and seek with the clouds, Cory decided to take a stroll to her favorite park. She wore her pink rain boots, and as she made her way, she noticed a big, tempting puddle. Unable to resist, she jumped right in. But oh my, as she splashed down into the puddle, one of her boots slipped away and was carried off by the flowing water. Cory watched in amazement as her pink rain boot bobbed down the street like a little boat, and it seemed like an adventure of its own. Down the street, it reached a meadow where a fluffy bunny named Benny saw the boot and thought, "This could be my new bunny hole." He tried to hop inside, but it was a bit too small for a bunny hole. The pink boot continued its journey and found itself perched in a tree when a chirping bird named Bella decided to turn it into a cozy nest for her eggs. She fluttered about, gathering twigs and soft feathers, but the boot was too round and comfy for a bird's nest. The boot was on its way again, carried by the flowing water until it landed near the entrance of a small mouse hole. A tiny mouse named Milo thought he had found the perfect home and scurried inside. But the boot was too spacious for a mouse and felt more like a mansion. Just when the pink rain boot thought it might become a permanent home for someone, it was whisked up into the air by a gentle breeze. Higher and higher it soared until it was caught in a gust of wind that carried it all the way back to Cory. She was so delighted to see her missing boot return to her. She gave it a big hug and said, "You've been on quite the adventure, haven't you?" Cory walked home with her faithful pink rain boots, feeling grateful for her little adventure and the surprising places they had visited. Once she was home, she joined her mom by the warm, crackling fire. They shared cookies and milk, and Cory's pink rain boots rested safely by the door, ready for their next adventure, rain or shine. As the fire's warmth and the cozy cookies filled the room, Cory knew that the best adventures were those shared with the ones you love. She fell asleep dreaming of her pink rain boots' incredible journey, knowing that even the smallest things could lead to the biggest adventures of all.
Face and brush your teeth and maybe hear a little story before you're under the sheet. Lay down, lay down. Maybe you could start counting sheep, and then before you know it, you'll be fast asleep. Lay down, just lay down. Face and brush your teeth, and maybe hear a little story before you're under the sheet. Lay down, lay down, lay down, yeah. Lay down, yeah. Maybe you can start counting sheep, and then before you know it, you will be fast asleep. Lay down, lay down, yeah. Lay down, just lay down.
Does nature sleep too? The moon and the stars, they glitter so bright. Do they keep awake the birds, or do they go to sleep at night? I wonder if the butterflies with colors so bright go somewhere cozy and snuggle up tight. Do the squiggly brown worms, mommies also tuck them in? Do bumblebee daddies pull the covers up to their chin? Do the frogs in the ponds and the fish in the lake sing sweet bedtime songs when it's getting late? Does nature sleep too while I'm crawling into my bed? I guess I'll find out tomorrow, because my pillow is calling my head. The sound. I heard a sound while I was trying to go to sleep. I tried to ignore it, but it wouldn't let me be. So I climbed from the covers and tiptoed down the stairs. I tried to find it, but I did not know where. The sound seemed to follow me wherever I went, but only when I was quietest could I hear it. There it goes again. Oh, what is that sound? I've gotta go to sleep. I want to ignore it, but it won't let me be. There's another sound now, a quiet voice calling out to me. My love, why aren't you in your bed asleep? Oh, mommy, tonight, that just cannot be. There's a sound I can't find, and it's bothering me. So we both listened quietly so she too could hear. There it is, there it is. Did you also hear? Yes, that time I heard, and I know what it is, dear. It's your watch on your arm that is making the sound. Let's put it away so you can lie down. No sleep for me. Sometimes I don't really want to go to sleep. Aren't you staying awake? Why don't you let me? I have more toys for play and more pages to color. I know I had a snack, but I feel I need another. Oh, now I feel thirsty. I need another drink. Can I just go downstairs to the kitchen sink? Just a few minutes more, I have something to do. Oh, and there's something I forgot to tell you. Just because it's nighttime doesn't mean I'm sleepy. Watch, I'll stay awake all night and then you'll believe me. Oh no, I'm yawning, but I'm not tired, you'll see. Let's play another game and then you'll agree. I'm growing up more each and every day. I'm getting older, you know, so I should stay up late. Oh, my dear, when you're sleeping, did you know that's when you're growing? You need your rest, love, so when you're awake, you can show me all the new things that you've learned how to do. And don't you know that I go to sleep too? We all need to sleep to be our very best. No matter our ages, we need a good rest. But if you're not tired yet, here's what I'll do. There's a cool trick that I can show you. You've got to lie down first and take a deep breath. Relax your body and let's clear our heads. I'll play some soft music, but we won't go to bed. we'll just close our eyes and imagine our favorite things instead. Cory and Yoda's Enchanted Bedtime Tale. Yoda, a bearded dragon, was no ordinary pet. He was Cory's wise and magical friend. Together they shared the most extraordinary bedtime adventures. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Cory and Yoda snuggled up in their cozy bedroom, surrounded by stuffed animals and soft blankets. It was time for their favorite part of the day, bedtime stories. "Yoda," Cory whispered to her bearded dragon, "let's have an adventure tonight, shall we?" Yoda blinked his reptilian eyes, his way of saying, "Yes, of course." And so their adventure began. Cory closed her eyes, and with a snap of Yoda's tiny claws, they found themselves in a mystical forest. Fireflies danced around them, casting an enchanting glow. Yoda transformed into a little wizard, complete with a tiny hat and a miniature magic wand. Together, they embarked on a quest to find the lost key of the enchanted door. They faced trials of courage and outsmarted tricky forest creatures like the riddle-spewing squirrels and the ticklish tree gnomes. Their adventure led them to a talking waterfall, which shared secrets of the forest with them. It told tales of ancient trees and magical creatures, and Cory and Yoda listened with wide-eyed wonder. With the guidance of a wise old owl perched on the highest tree branch, they finally found the lost key hidden behind a singing bush. Cory used the key to unlock the enchanted door, revealing a world filled with shimmering stars and talking animals. Yoda transformed into a magnificent dragon, and they soared through the starry sky, meeting celestial beings, kind-hearted constellations, and even having a friendly chat with the man in the moon. As the night grew darker, they returned to their cozy bedroom. Cory and Yoda knew that their adventure was drawing to a close, but the magic of the night would forever remain in their hearts. With Yoda nestled beside her, Cory's mom came in to tuck her into bed. She shared a warm smile with Cory and her wise bearded dragon, knowing that their bedtime adventures were what made their nights truly special. As Cory closed her eyes and drifted into dreams, Yoda nuzzled her cheek with his snout, and Cory felt the warmth of his love. Together, they knew that even in the quietest moments, their imaginations could take them on the most incredible journeys. And so, as the moonlight kissed their dreams goodnight, Cory and Yoda drifted into a peaceful slumber, ready for the next night's enchanting adventure, where their love and friendship would continue to shine as brightly as the stars above. Bedtime Bite. As the moon shines high and stars twinkle bright, time for dreams and saying goodnight. But not before a bedtime bite. Let's head to the kitchen where a treat awaits before we slip off to dreamy states. Not time for sugary sweets or candies to eat, but a bowl of juicy berries would sure be a treat. Such natural sweetness, a pleasant surprise, and vibrant colors, a feast for our eyes. Almonds or veggies and apple will do, so many wonderful choices, all good for you. Or how about a smoothie, blended with care, filled with all things good, a nutritious affair. Choose your snack wisely before we rest our heads. It will be fuel for sweet dreams as we sleep in our beds. With satisfied tummies and our eyelids feeling low, off to our cozy beds we go. Good night, my dear, sweet dreams, sleep tight. I hope you'll rest soundly after your bedtime bite. magical video game adventures. In a cozy little cottage at the edge of a quiet village, there lived an imaginative little girl named Cory and her extraordinary daddy, who was a software engineer and a game designer. Every night after they had read bedtime stories and tucked Cory into bed, she would ask, "Daddy, can we have an adventure tonight?" Her daddy would smile and say, "Of course, my dear." And they would begin their nightly journey into a magical video game they had created together. The game was a secret known only to Cory and her daddy, and it could only be played at night just before bedtime. Their adventure started as they clicked a hidden button on Cory's computer, and the room around them transformed into a colorful and whimsical world filled with endless possibilities. It was like a video game, but better because they could go inside it. In this magical game world, they could be anything they wanted. Cory could turn into a graceful princess, and her daddy could become a brave knight in shining armor. They could fly on the back of a friendly dragon, swim with talking dolphins, and swing from rainbow-colored vines in the jungle. Their adventures were always filled with fun challenges. They would solve puzzles, explore hidden caves, and meet all sorts of magical creatures, from talking animals to fairies who told them riddles. As they journeyed through this enchanting world, they would collect colorful gems, each one representing a sweet dream. Their goal was to gather as many dreams as possible before the night ended. But as the clock ticked and the moonlight shone brighter, it was time to return to their cozy cottage. The game would gently guide them back just in time for bedtime. Cory and her daddy would find themselves back in their room, their hearts filled with the joy of their adventure. As Cory settled into bed, her daddy would tuck her in and whisper, "Sweet dreams, my little adventurer." And with a kiss goodnight, Cory would drift into slumber, her dreams filled with the magical video game world she and her daddy had created. It was a world of colorful adventures filled with love, laughter, and endless fun. In the morning, as the sun peeked through the curtains, Cory would wake up with a smile, knowing that she and her daddy could return to their magical game world the next night. It was their special way of turning bedtime into an enchanting and exciting journey that brought them closer together with each passing night. Wouldn't it be neat? Oh, wouldn't it be neat if at night while we sleep, you and I could play together, and in our dreams we could meet? If the clouds were cotton candy we could bounce on as we leaped by colorful castles in the sky filled with lots of treats. Oh, wouldn't it be neat if at night while we sleep, you and I could visit magic places filled with all things unique? If we could fly like birds and butterflies and dance on rainbows in the sky, I'd meet you there most every night, every time I closed my eyes. Oh, wouldn't it be neat if at night while we sleep, you and I could play together, and in our dreams we could meet? I bet they call it Dreamland. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Let's go to Dreamland. Are you off to sleep? I'll meet you in Dreamland. Save a spot for me, oh, over in Dreamland.
is possible. Snuggle up in your cozy bed with soft pillows beneath your head. Close your eyes as your dreams take flight, and what awaits you is a magical night. In Dreamland, anything is possible. Anything you want and nothing can stop you. Fly with birds across the sky, ride on clouds as they drift by. Meet a dolphin in the ocean deep, or a little fish friend whose secrets you'll keep. In Dreamland, anything is possible. Anything you want and nothing can stop you. Your dreams' adventures are yours to keep. Good night, my sweetheart. Sleep tight and dream.
Good night, good night. It's time for us to say good night. Our day together has come to an end. We had fun, we laughed and played. Now it's time to end our day. So good night, my friends, good night. Tomorrow is a brand new day, and now we gotta go to sleep. Good night, good night. Yeah, good night, good night. It's time for us to say good night. Good night, I'll see you in the morning. Good night, I'll see you in the morning. Good night, good night, my friends. Good night, good night,
Good night. No one sing all, okay?